reading is an acquired skill. Unlike ability to walk, crawl, learn a language that we can capture from our surrounding, we have to be taught how to read and write. Imagine inability to read and write. Someone who wants to go to a restaurant but cannot even read a menu. Those people will try not even go to do that. Imagine the self-confidence challenges they would have when they have to interact with someone and you go to a classroom where a teacher asks you to read. Well, one size doesn't fit all, we know that. In a classroom setting, when a teacher asks a class to, well, student A, it's your chance to read, student B, your chance to read, and student C, it's your chance to read. Unfortunately, my dear friend student C is struggling to read, and A and B, who have a different fluency and comprehension in reading, may not be happy to see that student C is struggling, and sometimes his friends may laugh at him. His self-confidence is shattered. That child, my dear friend student C, is next time trying to avoid to be able to read. And now, next time, when teacher says, A, read, B, you read, or C, you read, you know what C is going to do? C is going to try to avoid reading and either pull someone's chair or pull someone's choti and then figure out, now this, my dear friend student C, is a difficult child. They have behavioral issues. Take them to principal ma'am and they are going to punish him because he is creating troubles in the classroom. But not many people are able to help this struggling reader, and which has manifested into the behavior. Well, let's look at my dear friend C's inability to read. Well, let's take a step back and understand science of reading. In our human brain, to be able to read fluently, we have to be able to see something, process that information, which is called visual processing, attach a sound to that, and then understand. So for example, you have bat. B, people understand what the symbol looks like B, and it makes a sound ba. And then A, a student would understand how that sign A looks like and makes a sound A, or a sound of T and the symbol of T. Put together, we now are going to join the three sounds B, A, T, bat. And we don't read one word at a time. A fluent reader needs to read the sentences at a time. Now imagine someone is reading or struggling to read one word at a time, and that's where by the time they reach to the 10th line, either they are going to forget it or they're not going to feel comfortable in comprehending that entire passage. For our fluency, for a fluent reader, auditory processing and visual processing, along with cognitive skills like working memory and executive function, is really important to be able to read fluently and comprehend. Someone who is struggling to read may have challenges where they are not able to connect with what they are seeing and what they are hearing. So a simple deficit may be creating a struggle to read fluently and understand. But this can be improved. We have our brains that can continue to change itself. The term neuroplasticity, that simply means our new neuronal connections can be created. Neurons that fire together, wire together. When we practice something, we learn it better. But sometimes continuing to read continuously can improve and give some skills of reading. Unfortunately, someone who have a difficult working memory, or a challenging visual processing, who we will see in the form of a dyslexic child or someone who has learning differences, would need additional tools to get them, connect those neuronal connection and help them with their reading fluency and comprehension. As a former professor at a university, I met several students who were struggling to read and comprehend even at a university level. That triggered me to understand how the reading brain works and develop a technology called Read On. Read On connects the visual processing and auditory processing together to help improve the reading potential. My name is Vinay Singh, and I'm founder CEO of Orange Neurosciences. Orange Neurosciences has a mission to help students improve their reading and comprehension and help adults not get into the dilemma of mental health challenges which may have happened due to undiagnosed learning difficulty. Thank you.